we make a video about this?
What are you talking about? Hold on, let me check. Come on. Merchandise.
Merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Oh, how can I not live without you? Ever since I was a little kid, I've been a huge Marvel fan. Hell, I even have some of the merch that I wore when I was a little kid. I can't even go as far as to say that I remember when Marvel merch had Scott Johnson's art plastered on everything. Popsicles, toys, posters, whatever. One such line of toy products that I remember were the buildable toys. Many people often think of the toys with Lego, such as the Lego Marvel superhero sets, and the best Lego game of all time. But there was always one that was often overlooked. Of course, I'm talking about the Connects. Yeah, Connects. Don't you remember Connects? For like those 5 people at least. Nah, I'm just trolling you. You guys saw the title of the video. Mega Bloks is a brand that I hold near and dear to my heart. In fact, if you're a real OG, you'll remember that in my crappy old Marvel series, I showed a stop motion clip of with my Halo minifigures. I mainly had the Halo and the Hot Wheel ones as a kid, but the main one that always fascinated me were the Marvel ones. I remember seeing shelves full of the Iron Man 2 ones in Ross and the Amazing Spider-Man ones on Kmart. One of my earliest memories with YouTube was watching the Spider-Man 3 Mega Bloks commercial, which I still think looks good to this day. In fact, thanks to that commercial, my dream set out of all the Mega Bloks is the final construction battle scene from the ending of Spider-Man 3. But little did little kid me know that those Amazing Spider-Man 1 sets were going to be the last time I would see the Mega Bloks logo on a Marvel product in person ever again. So what happened? Lego got the license. So, in the 2000s, LEGO were the first ones to make sets, mainly with the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. However, in October of 2004, Mega Bloks made a deal with Marvel which gave them complete access to make sets about everything Marvel related. Due to this deal, LEGO didn't make any Spider-Man 3 sets, or especially MCU sets that were just around the corner at that time. This explains why there was no MCU Phase 1 LEGO sets except for the first Avengers movie. So for the majority of Phase 1, Mega Bloks were the ones making sets, which sometimes were really cool. They can be the the first Mega Bloks sets would be based off Spider-Man because, well, he's the most popular character. But their first movie set was actually for the Fantastic Four, which are, yeah. Why is the thing always done dirty? It's not fair. Free my boy! Oh, and they also made knockoff Bionicles, but with Marvel heroes. I don't know what the general consensus are with these figures, but I do like how they look. They look like a combination of Marvel characters with the Michael Bay Transformers movies, which I do like, even if they have a bunch of flaws. Then in 2006, they started to make the more articulated figures, which they are more known for nowadays. And they also made sets under the Spider-Man and Friends toy line, which I actually have a figure for, as you can see right here. Oh, and I forgot, they also made magnetic figures, which were basically detachable action figures that were connected with magnet joints, but only like the shoulder ones and the leg joints. Then in 2007, they made those peak Spider-Man 3 sets, which, like I mentioned earlier, I really want the final construction battle scene. Please subscribe. So, if you guys subscribe and I start making money, I'll buy, that will be the first thing I'll buy off of YouTube money. For 2008, since this was the birth year of the MCU, they made only one set for the first Iron Man movie, which was just a Bionicle, like the Bionicle knockoffs that I mentioned earlier. And the Incredible... they made sets for the Incredible Hulk, which I guess they are more normal, but I don't... Those sets those are a thing. I mean, I'd like to get a hand on one of those, but... they're there. They're a thing. The thing. I'd like to imagine just some kid having the plastic Hulk head like next to him, and that's the first thing he sees every morning. Is just Hulk's angry face just staring blankly at him. I think it would have made more sense to give like Hulk the bigger figure instead of Iron Man, because Iron Man is more fitting with the mechs and all that stuff. But oh well. 2009, more mechs. Oh geez, I think Mega Bloks really likes those mechs. In 2010, Mega Bloks started to use Iron Man in a more reasonable sense with their Iron Man 2 sets, which actually look really cool. And like I said earlier, I remember seeing shelves full of these in Ross. In 2011, we got some Captain America sets to promote the first Avenger, which I actually really also... I mean, I do like the figures a lot for these, but I really do like the Captain America ones a lot. And they also created a blind bag series, which got 3 series. And those blind bag series, then that's when we got the last MCU-based minifigures, which were Thor and Loki for, well, 2011's Thor. And for their last year with the license, they ended with the Amazing Spider-Man sets, which I really wish I got as a kid, because man, I really like that figure, especially that not the lizard, the lizard sucks, but the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit, because I really like that suit and the figure looks really nice, I think, in my opinion. I find it kind of neat that they ended the way they started, with Radioactive Semen Man. Before I start complaining, I know what some of you guys might say.
Why didn't you get them at the time?
Okay, despite me having some Mega Bloks stuff as a kid, I was really horrible at keeping my small toys safe. In fact, this is what is left from my original Mega Bloks set. So, with my tremendous track record, I felt that I was better off not having them, because I was just gonna lose them anyways. Which, looking back, was a very responsible choice, but holy crap. do I regret it now? I have no idea why they are so pricey now. Like, I don't remember them being that popular. Legit, there was only one guy that I knew that had these Mega Bloks, and he just had them in a toy box in the corner just collecting dust. I certainly don't remember kids getting the Mega Bloks, but I sure as hell do remember kids having those initial batch of LEGO Marvel superhero sets and minifigures. Whether that be in school or even in my apartment complex. There was one friend that lived upstairs above my apartment, and I remember he showed me his Ultimate Spider-Man Lego set, which was the helicopter one, and he showed me his X-Men minifigures, because I mainly remembered the Deadpool minifigure, and I thought that was pretty cool. So, I came up with a theory. My theory is that Marvel Mega Bloks didn't sell well, that they sold so badly that a guy buying it was a rarity in itself. So when they stopped making them, they made them rare just by default, unintentionally. I've come up with this theory with 2 pieces of evidence. One, a video of Captain America's motorcycle that is around from that era, and my second piece of evidence is my own witness of the Iron Man 2 sets on Ross. The video is just a review of Captain America's motorcycle from that era, but he bought it off clearance from Kmart. And if you know anything about Kmart, is that no one went to that store. I went to that store multiple times. Kmart, please come back, please, I need you.
I got this at a Kmart, and it was on clearance. Originally sold for about $6.99, but I was able to get it for only $3.50.
don't you know how badly you have to sell that not only do you go on clearance, but you go clearance on out of all the stores on freaking Kmart. So I might have to give some context for the Iron Man. Well, not really context, but more like a background of Ross and how that store works particularly. So for some of you that might not know, Ross is a discount store, which pretty much means that they get all the clothes that Walmart or Target and the ones that they get and that aren't selling well. They get stores like Ross, Burlington, TJ Maxx, or DD's Discount. They get those leftover merch. This is mostly with clothes, but it also dabbles down with toys as well. Which makes me think, like how I mentioned earlier about Mega Bloks not selling well with like a store like Kmart, it makes me think that, oh, since they didn't sell well on Kmart, then they go down to Ross. And due to Ross selling toys at more cheaper price, I'm still surprised why there were shelves full of them when I was there. So not only are you not hitting it off with the big boys, well, if you can call Kmart a big boy, but you're also not doing well with the discount stores. So I think, yeah, Mega Bloks was really screwed, or at least from what I witnessed personally. So yeah, that's just my theory for that, yeah. Luckily, I had a bit of money saved, so here you go. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna open the bag and build the set. So, yeah, hopefully that goes well. Alright, so my camera died, but I guess I'll have to continue building this though. Why are these pieces so hard? No, both of them! This is what I have so far. It looks like a face. Alright, this is the second time my camera dies, but I mean we're like almost finished through it, so I think this is coming out pretty good, I'd say so. There he is. Oh, come on.